Hello dear students, myself Dr. Sachin Arjun Gurule, Assistant Professor from Department of Zoology, KTHM College, Nasik. In the previous video of subject Environmental Awareness, we have started with the chapter first, that is Environmental Studies, a multidisciplinary nature, and have completed the topic, the concept of environment, a multidisciplinary nature of environmental study, and the scope of environmental science. Now in this video, we are going to learn the topic, that is importance of environment, environmental calendar, need of public awareness, environmental concern at international and the national level. So let's start with the first topic, that is importance of the environment. Now, environment belongs to all, influences all, and is important to all. Whatever be the occupation or the age of person, he or she will be affected by environment, and also he or she will affect the environment by his or her deeds. So that's why it becomes a very necessary to make everyone aware and conscious about the importance of environment. And there is an internationally observed environmental calendar to mark some important aspects or the issues of the environment, so that people think, discuss, carry out the campaign, and act for the causes of these environmental issues. The environmental calendar, on which the different kinds of the issue related to the environment are the celebrated, and awareness is raised for this issue, are as follows. The World Wetland Day is the 2nd of the February. World Forest Day is celebrated on the 21st of the March. World Day for the Water is 22nd of March. World Meteorological Day, March 23rd. Earth Day is April 22nd. International Biodiversity Day, where the awareness regarding the biodiversity is generally raised, while the different activity is celebrated on the 22nd of the May. Then Anti-Tobacco Day is celebrated on the 31st of May. The World Environmental Day, which is one of the most important day we are celebrating for the sake of the protection of environment and to create the awareness among the peoples, that is celebrated on the 5th of June. Then World Ocean Day is celebrated on the 8th June. World Population Day is 11th July. Ozone Week is celebrated in the week of the September from 16th to 23rd. Then World Car Free Day, which is celebrated on the September of 22nd. Green Consumer Day is celebrated on September 28th. World Farms Animals Day is celebrated on 2nd October. World Habitat Day is 3rd October. World Animal Welfare Day is celebrated on the 4th October. The Wildlife Week, which is a dedicated week for awareness about the wildlife, is the first week of October, that is 1 to 7. Then World Conservation Day is celebrated on 24th of the October, and International Day for the Natural Disaster Reduction is celebrated on 13th October. And the last one is the International Day for a Biological Diversity, where the importance of biodiversity is raised by this different kinds of the awareness program, is celebrated on the 29th of the December. So these are the few days which are where the important aspects or the issues of the environment, they are discussed, and usually the campaigns are carried out just for the making awareness about the environment on the burning issues. The environment obviously is one of the subject that actually global as well as local in nature. Hence, there is a great importance of the environment at global as well as the local level. The issues like global warming, depletion of ozone layer, then dwindling of the forest and the energy resources, that is deforestation, then loss of global biodiversity, etc., which are going to affect the mankind as a whole, are global in nature. And for that purpose, we have to think and plan at a global level. However, there are some environmental problems which are of localized importance. For dealing with the local environmental issues, for example, the impact of mining and hydroelectric projects in an area, the problems associated with the disposal and management of the solid waste, then the problems regarding the river and the lake pollution, then soil erosion, water logging, salinization of the soil, then fluorosis, that is groundwater pollution in the local population, and the arsenic pollution of the groundwater. So all these are the problems for which we have to think and act at a local level. So there is a great importance of that environment both at global level as well as the local level. And in order to make the peoples aware about those aspects of the environment with which they are so intimately associated, it is very important to make everyone environmentally educated. And for the environmentally for giving the environmental education, everyone should know the individual importance in the conservation of the environment. So our next topic, that is individualistic importance of the environment. The environmental studies are very important since it deals with the most mundane or the ordinary problems of the life where each individual matters a lot, like dealing with the safe water and clean drinking water, hygienic living condition, clean and the fresh air, fertile land, healthy food, aesthetically aesthetic value, then sustainable development, etc. These are the things which greatly matters at the individual level. If we want to live in a clean, healthy, and aesthetically beautiful and safe and secure environment for a long time and wish to hand over the clean and safe earth to our children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren, it is most essential to understand the basis of environment. And for learning the basics of the environment, there is necessity of the awareness into the public regarding the environment. So let's see the importance of environment awareness. Okay, so there is a very famous Chinese proverb: if you plan for a year, plant the rice; if you plan for 10 years, plant the trees; and if you plan for 100 years, educate the peoples. So this is a very beautiful slogan giving a message about the need of public awareness for the conservation of the environment. If we want to protect and sustain our earth, we have no other option but to make everyone environmentally educated. So it is absolutely essential to create awareness about the environment because of many reasons. So one of the first reason is rapidly changing technologies that leads to abundant waste. In modern era of development, there is a great inclination for adopting the latest product of technological advancement and obviously the discarding the older ones as the obsolete. The peoples changes their cars, mobile phones, computers, iPad and electronic goods within a few years. Thus, it is going to add a vast amount of the e-waste stream in our environment. And this is one of the issue nowadays we are facing about the disposal of such a kind of the e-waste. And for that purpose, there is necessity of the public awareness. Then second one is our fast and energy demanding lifestyle is responsible for polluting the environment. And to avoid that pollution in the environment, there is a need of the awareness among the society. Now to keep pace with the fast and busy life, peoples have become increasingly dependent on the machines, to get the work done at a faster level and make life more and more comfortable to us. But all these machines are energy demanding. They are using a huge amount of the energy which is responsible for putting a extra burden on the natural resources. Over dependence on the machines not only increases the resource depletion and energy consumption, but also they are directly or indirectly affecting our health and the health of other living organisms including plants by causing a several kind of the diseases which are related with the pollution. The electromagnetic radiations from mobile towers and the cellular phones, the toxic gases which are released from the industrial discharges, the noise which is produced by various activities, and the polluted water can seriously affect the human health along with that other animal as well as the plants. So people should know the impact of all such anthropological activities on the environment, and hence we should reduce the demand of energy in our lifestyle and use the resources at a sustainable level. And that's why again there is a need for the public awareness. Then third one is a crazy consumerism leads to the environmental degradation. Now there is a sharp increase in a consumerism with increasing buying capacity of the peoples have started overconsumption. Means if the particular things are available easily, and if you have a more resources to purchase all another kinds of the technology, we are over consuming this kind of the resources. No doubt it is good to have a good standard of life or living which is achieved through the technological development only, but the wasteful lifestyle of the people leads to the environmental degradation, and it is important to make the people aware about the harmful effect of environmental pollution on the human health. At the same time, people should know how their activities are influencing the environment, and how these activity are responsible for causing a harm to the human race also. And for that purpose again there is a requirement of the public awareness. And finally, the earth has a definite capacity to tolerate the pollutants and sustain a definite amount of the population on the planet earth, and beyond that earth cannot able to assimilate the waste and support the life supporting processes. Hence we should aware in due time to avoid the bad consequences on the living strata of the planet earth. So how the earth's life support system works, what is the structure of its system, what are the principles on which it works are very important subject that everyone should know. And for that purpose again there is a need of the public awareness, and that's why this subject is specially introduced at all the streams at the second year level of their graduation, just to make peoples and the students aware about the environment and their consequences. Now it is equally important to know what should be done to protect the earth and our environment, and thus environmental studies is very important, and most fascinating subject is directly concerned with each and every individual on the planet earth. And for that purpose this awareness is extremely important thing in the protection of our environment and the planet earth. So this is about the uh, need of public awareness. The next topic, that is environmental concern and recognition at the international and national level. First of all, let's see what are the environmental concern at the international level. Now, environmental issues received a international attention date back in Stockholm Conference, which is held on the 5th June in 1972 in Sweden. And since then, all over the world, we celebrate the World Environmental Day on the 5th June. This is in the memory of the first conference which is held about the concerns of the environment in 5th June of 1972. At the United Nations Conference on the Environment and Development, which is held in Rio de Janeiro in 1992 in the Brazil, which is popularly known as the Earth Summit. And 10 years later, the World Summit on Sustainable Development is again held into the 2002 at the Johannesburg Conference, where the key issues of the global environmental concern were highlighted. Attention of general public was drawn towards the deteriorating environmental conditions all over the world. And award of Nobel Peace Prize in 2004 and 2007 to the environmentalist shows increasing global concern towards the environmental issues and recognition to the efforts being made for environmental conservation and the protection. So let's see few of the great environmentalists who has contributed for the environment and to protect our environment and to raise the awareness about the some serious environmental issues. Now in 2004, Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to the Kenyan environmentalist Wangari Maathai for her contribution to the sustainable development, democracy and the peace. This is the greatest recognition given to cause of environment at the international level. And the Norwegian Nobel Committee, while awarding the prize to her, expressed their views in very beautiful sentence, that is, peace on earth depends on our ability to secure our living environment. The Maathai, Kenya's deputy environmental minister, is a founder of Kenya-based Green Belt movement. And this movement, comprising mainly of a woman, has planted about 30 million trees across the Africa. So huge kind of the plantation they have done. So this has helped in slowing the desertification, preserving the forest habitats for the wildlife and food for future generation. Not only that, it has also helped to combat the poverty of the local peoples in that particular area. Maathai has given a beautiful slogan when she received such a award or the Nobel Award, and the slogan is, when we plant new trees, we plant the seed of the peace among the peoples. So this is the beautiful slogan is given by the Maathai on the occasion of receiving that Nobel Prize. Then second Nobel Peace Prize is 2007 was awarded jointly to the Intergovernmental Panel of on the Climate Change, that is commonly referred as IPCC, which is headed by Indian environmentalist, that is Dr. R.K. Pachuri, and the former US Vice President Al Gore. So that movement is headed by the Indian, which is a very proud thing, that is Dr. R.K. Pachuri, and the IPCC, the UN body comprising of the 3,000 experts from the various fields, is an authority on climate change and its impact. The award of IPCC is an appreciation of its efforts to build up and disseminate the greater knowledge about the man-made climate change and to lay the foundation for measures that are needed for counteract such a kind of the changes. Al Gore is probably the single individual who has done most to create a greater worldwide understanding to the measures that need to be adopted. Observed in Norwegian Nobel Committee while naming the joint winner of that award. So not only this, in India also, the Green Advocate Mr. M.C. Mehta was awarded the Padma Shri in 2016 for his work in the field of the environment. So these are the recognition is given to the different environmentalists for their work in the field of the environment and awareness about the different kinds of the issues of environment. So this is about the concern and the recognition at the international level. So not only the international level, but at a national level, there is a recognition of some peoples and some bodies which has the great contribution in the field of environmental protection. So one of the these recognition are as follows: a full-fledged ministry on the name of Ministry of Environment and Forest, which is commonly known as MOEF, is started in 1986. It is one of the initiative of the Indian government, and this ministry, that is MOEF, is looking after all environmental related issues, framing the guidelines, policies and legislation for the environmental protection. The concept of eco mark is another step which is taken at a national level. In order to increase the consumer awareness about the environment, the government of India has introduced a scheme of eco-labeling of the consumer products as the eco mark in 1991. It is an earthen pitcher, a symbol of the eco-friendliness and our traditional heritage. A product that has made, used or disposed of in harmless manner is called as eco-friendly and is awarded this eco mark. Then another thing is the eco clubs. The MOEF again has set up a eco clubs in a school for involvement of the school children in environmental protection activities like a tree plantation and for the awareness drives. And hence, since childhood, each and every children's they are always participated in such a kind of the activity of the tree plantation or protection about the environment, and the campaign which is organized by at a school level from the childhood is one of the initiative which is taken by MOEF by forming such a kind of the eco clubs in a school level. So children are encouraged to participate in environmental awareness campaign on the Earth Day, World Environmental Day and World Day for the Water, where the awareness can be raised among the society via the campaign which is arranged by that school. And another thing is the Eco Task Force. The army men are involved in a various environmental protection activities under the Eco Task Force. Environmentalism should not be taken as a fashion. It is real life situation. Only when each one of us is aware about the earth, its working principle, its influence on us and our impact on it, we would able to think in eco-friendly way. And that is only the way by which we can able to save our local environment, which is very important for the protection of environment at the global level. And obviously in India, the Eco Task Force of the youth has a great investment which is done by our government by initiating such a kind of the activities and eco club into the schools, which gives out a different kinds of the campaigns for the raising the awareness about the environment and their associated problems. So these are the few representative photographs of the from the school where such a kind of the campaign, that is tree plantation or awareness program regarding the different issues of the environment are raised on the consistently on the different occasion of the environmental days, and which is just for creating a awareness among the society. So this is about the environmental protection efforts at the national level. So with this we have completed with the first chapter, that is environmental studies, a multidisciplinary subject. Thank you very much.